When Brett came here, our thinking was that he was going to handle the video, obviously. He was going to handle practice video, game video, do all the cut-ups, have everything ready to study for our coaching staff. And that's kind of what I was thinking his job would be, and he's doing that. Him and his staff are doing that, but they do so much more. They help us with motivational videos. They help us with even some videos that we're allowed to shoot out there to recruits.
Our video staff is really one of the best I've ever been around. They do an outstanding job day in and day out.
Well, from my standpoint, the breakdowns that we ask them to do, the information that we try to get, those guys do a great job of having that stuff ready for us, you know, really Sunday morning for the next game, and it gets us ahead of the schedule. So from that standpoint, those guys are an A+, and they do an awesome job.
We have a great staff here at Georgia. They got 5 students and 1 full-time assistant, Clark Williams. And students will get here around 2 o'clock usually, and they'll pack up the cameras and tripods, and we'll give them a schedule for that day's practice. And they'll go outside and make sure all the scissor lifts that we go up and shoot practice on, make sure those work.
In our current field formation, we have 3 lifts we use. We go up, we shoot the 2 hours worth of practice, whatever the practice schedule says, and we come down and break down while throughout practice we're constantly dropping little SD cards so that our editor Alex can go ahead and start importing that into the system, so that student assistants can go ahead and start inputting the data on the plays while practice is going on. So when the coaches come in after practice, by the time they get done with press, they can go and watch a game or watch the practice footage and have data with the practice footage. So they can immediately start working on the next day and prepping for the opponent.
Yeah, we were very fortunate this year. Our Athletic Association and Coach Rick approved us getting iPads this year. And you know, it's been great. We're one of the few teams in the country that's doing it. We have our playbook on there, plus they can watch film. So it gives them the option to leave the facility, be able to still watch film outside of the meeting rooms, being able to change stuff 10 times quicker than what we used to. Now if we have to change something in the playbook, it's just a click of a button without having to print 125 more copies out on a printer and bring it down to players. Everything's more efficient.
Well, I think definitely the iPads have helped. You know, technology is the way the world's going, or has been the last few years, and we're kind of catching up right now, so to speak. And it's less paper. They like it. It can get to them immediately. You can send them film, send them notes. You know, I'll be making notes throughout the week, and I'll just hand them to a graduate assistant, and he copies it on the fax machine or scans it and sends it to the iPad. I really don't know how he does it, but they have it. When I walk into the meeting, they've already been over the notes. So when I'm reviewing the notes, they've already thought about them, they've read them, and if they have any questions, they're ready to ask. Where in the past, you know, I'm going over the notes, and you know, it's a little slower process. It just speeds up the process a little bit and helps with the learning curve.
Instant information to the players, meaning you can be, you know, you could be there watching practice at night and want to shoot out 10 or 15 plays to a guy, and he can see those plays. You can get them instant information video-wise within, you know, seconds, and it can be used by them in their dorm room. It can be used wherever they are.
His staff is on the cutting edge of what's going on in college football and pro football, and all the you know, the video needs and the social media needs and any other technical needs that we have. He's there to help us.